So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Scrambling, not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
He dumps it off for Henry. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising.
I left you a like smile. Good luck from one YouTuber to another.
What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On second down, Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. It's caught. Nelson. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. So we played one quarter here on a Monday night. For a long drive, the defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Now Smith, but what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.J. Nelson, 45 yards. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. On first down, it's Smith. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Hoping
now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Smith on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Forced out to his left. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Smith on third down. And incomplete here on third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here we go on fourth. Smith. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21, and it'll give the Broncos a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Buying time to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
From the gun, here's Smith. Flushed out right. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since it...
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Out of the gun, Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Here's Smith. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Dancing to his left. They got his man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run. Get on.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
From the 50, it's Smith. Throwing right, and that's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
On fourth down, Smith lets it go for Nelson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And coming out now, the Broncos. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Back to throw, Smith. And for the 4th time tonight, they're going to take him down, and this time it gets him a safety. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Smith now to throw. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Here's Smith. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
He's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. 75 yards. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. So the Broncos coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Andrew Billings able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Eluding the pressure right. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Ben Roethlisberger ready for the regular season with his 2nd game.
You got him.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Throwing now is Roethlisberger, and this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Sims. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Now he's forced out right. Now he's going to send this one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Walker on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Aqib Talib. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taken near the 18. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 32-yard line. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. The scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.